Okay, now we're recording. So it's Tuesday night. It is February 16th. I always share my quote from my planner, so I thought I would share with you. It's by Jim Rohn, and it says, all the information you need to succeed already exists. The only problem is you're not exposing yourself to it. So just think about that as we're going through our little training tonight. I asked some questions, so I'm going to answer those questions that I asked on the Facebook group. But I just want to share just a few announcements. Every Tuesday at noon Central Standard Time, the Leaders Within 31 has a call with Home Office, and we had our call today, and some information was shared. So I thought I would share that information with all of you. Hold on, I'm going to make sure I have all my screens open. Okay, so we all know the pillows. I should have brought mine in. I have a huge one, the big pillows and the small pillows. The small 18 by 18 pillow is actually one of our top 5 items that we are selling currently. So get out there and sell those pillows. And I don't know if you noticed, hold on, I'll grab mine, small one. You can actually, if you don't know what to personalize on one, I told you I was in my pajamas. If you don't know what to personalize on one, you can actually, I think, get the 31 one that we received when we did the testing this summer. You can order this through Business Supply at a discount. So this would be a great way. And I'll just be honest with you. I actually have this covering one of my ugly blue pillows that I no longer use. So I just got the cover. And I bought the 24 by 24. I already had a pillow. You may have seen that post on my personal page that has just the 2 of us, and it talks about me being a bag lady and my husband being a woodworker. And I just covered one of our old bed pillows that we had that was a 24 by 24 size. So I did break it out, though, as to the cost versus getting the insert versus not buying the insert. And really, depending on where you can find the pillow at, it's kind of a no-brainer to just go ahead and get the insert inside. But some people may just have a pillow they want to cover like I did. And so this size here, 18 by 18, is one of our top 5 selling products. And as of today, or yesterday, I guess it would have been, we've sold 10,157 pillows as a company. So that's pretty amazing. If you did our pillow training at the beginning of the month, kind of end of last month, you'll know that they're expecting big things out of the pillows. The reason I love the pillows is because you can personalize it in so many different ways. If you're going to one of our Better Together events in this next week, you're going to learn lots of training about this. So I hope you guys are going. If you're not, we'll be covering some of it on some of our Tuesday trainings. But pillows, number 5, top 5. As of February 1st, we've had 2,750 new consultants joining us, so that's pretty exciting. And then our activity and guest per party, the home office monitors those numbers, and those are actually up to last February. We don't know where we'll fall compared to last year, but we are up to last February. And if you've been with 31 for a while, you'll know that last February was not our launch month. This is our brand new catalog, our brand new launch month. I'm going to pull this out so I don't forget, because this is something I forgot to share. I've been making notes to share with you all. Okay, national conference. If you're coming to national conference, registration for consultants and senior consultants is going to be on March the 3rd. So save the date. It's $99 to come, as well as your transportation and hotel to get there. But that will include all of the amenities they give away. That's going to include your conference and your training, and that's going to also include anything else that goes on with conference. So March 3rd is when registration begins. So stay tuned for that. Okay, if you've not watched Kate's Inspire, that's something that goes on. I don't know if she does that every week, but we got one this week. I just watched it. It's about 10 minutes long. It is a little long, but Kate really does share some great information. So check that out. You can follow her on Facebook. And they did share that in that little 411 email that we received today, that there's going to be an actual webinar for anybody who's thinking about joining 31. You can invite them to that. And it's this, I think, Thursday. I think the date was. It's this Thursday, maybe this Friday too. And then we're going to be doing, every time I'm on Zoom, my Siri goes off. Isn't that funny? Random thought. Random thought of Dana. And we're going to be doing an opportunity night on Zoom and on Facebook next Monday night. So if you've not been added to that group and you have somebody that was interested in finding out more about the Sparkling Stars in 31, please let me know and I will be sure to invite you. So those are kind of the a bit of announcements. I always like to share some things we've heard from home office. Before I forget and before I start answering some questions and giving you guys some hopefully valuable information, maybe some ninja tips that you guys can take with you. Something that I did recently, so I was super busy last week. I did a 2-day event. I also did a home party, not a home party, but I did my Galentine's Day. And this is something that I absolutely love now. I've always done, I don't know that it's here, because I've been moving things all, oh yeah, I have it here. So I always write a catalog with Dana's copy on it, okay? And every new catalog that comes out, I circle, well, I highlight items that I have in another print, and then I circle something if, for instance, I hosted a Galentine party, I got some hostess rewards, so I decided to order myself the navy stripe in the organizing shoulder bag. One of the reasons is because I wanted a new print because it's on special next month. But I highlight things that I have, okay? This is Dana's copy. This always stays by my desk. However, when I'm at parties and events, I don't necessarily want to take that one because I've marked it all up. So what I started doing is using just this little, I don't know, folder thing. I bought it off of Depot. And I just used protective sheets and put the catalog all inside it. I ran out of sheets, so my hostess flyer is in the very back, and I pull that out. But at my event, I just set this out. Now, this event, I was not able to pass out catalogs anyways. And I'll be honest with you, I kind of like that, ladies, because that made them ask me for a catalog. And even though I wasn't supposed to pass them out right then and there, I actually handed them a door prize slip. I let them know I couldn't pass them out at that moment, but I would be happy to mail them one. That allowed me to get all of their information, and that allowed me to know that these women were serious, that they wanted the catalog, they wanted the information. And so that I didn't think of till the second day. I probably could have got more from the first, but I did pass out over 50 mini catalogs because I was allowed to pass out those. But this kind of enticed them, and I did get a lot of orders from my event. So, and I liked because I could just flip through this, and it's protected, and this is what I'm going to carry at every party, every event. It's just going to come with me. It's kind of going to be my little guidebook. So just a little side tip for you if you're doing any parties or events. Okay, let's do a little bit of celebration because I do like to recognize the ladies who are working every single month. And so I'm going to recognize, let's see, I am going to recognize the top 20 ladies in sales so far for the Sparkling Stars lineage. Let me go back down to them. Okay, so top 20. Coming in at number, I don't know if I'm going to say the numbers because I'm messed up, but number 20, from North Dakota, Julie Schweitzer has submitted $475. Number 19 would be Tara Asta from Nebraska, submitting $534. Number 18 is Jessica Merrill from Missouri with $580. Number 17 is Jennifer Hopper from Missouri with $602. Hold on, I'm just going to do this so I know where I'm going and I don't have to forget. There we go. Okay, number 16, Michelle Nessman from Minnesota with $606. Number 15 is Sarah Messer from Missouri with $608. Number 14 is Jennifer Wint from North Dakota with $616. Number 13 is Chrissy Thompson from Missouri with $619. Number 12 is Carrie Hayes from Missouri with $625. Number 11 is Rachel Zeltinger from North Dakota with $687. Number 10 is Tracy Rogers from Minnesota with $736. Number 9 is Julianne Hawkins from Minnesota with $748. Number 8 is Sheena Schneebel with $858, and she's from North Dakota. Number 7 is Jenny McClellan from Kansas, and she has submitted $866. Number 6 is Stephanie Allen from Missouri with $881. And actually, Stephanie and then Ambrosia, I hope I'm saying that right, Ambrosia Harkins from Minnesota, they're both tied. So they're number 5 and 6. $881. Number 4 is Michaela Burke from Iowa with $923. Coming in third place is Martha Dutho from Missouri with $1,026. Number 2 is Becca Gasper with $1,338, and she's also from Missouri. And then first place so far is Christina Anderson from Kansas with $1,494 submitted. And we're only halfway through the month, and it's leap year, so we have an extra day this month, so that's pretty exciting. One other thing I want to recognize is, hold on here, is those who've actually added a new team member to their team. So we're going to do that really quick, and then we will get into questions and all that good stuff. So I just have to shout out to Courtney Williams. I don't even know if she's on because I'm not looking at the faces right now. But Courtney Williams from Missouri has added not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 new team members this month. 5. Seriously, that is amazing. So congratulations to Courtney. And then these ladies have added 1 new team member to their team this month, and that's Sheena Schneebel from North Dakota, Julianne Hawkins from Minnesota, Jess Cole-Taylor from Kansas, Sarah Klein from Missouri, and Desiree Shippey from Missouri. So lots of opportunity. That kit is amazing. We're doing lots of options for people to listen in and hear more about the amazing opportunity that we have, and just keep sharing, continue to share. You just never know. One thing that I did today, and this is something you might want to try and do, is we have been notified about anybody who joins on March 1st. They will no longer get a website for free for their first 3 months. It's actually going to be a credit back to them if they earn their Start Swell. All that information is under the business updates and news on 31today.com. So that may be something you want to reach out to those girls who are kind of on the fence and let them know if they want it for free and they don't want the credit back, they need to join by February 29th. So I took the girls today that I have on my list, and I just personally messaged each one and let them know that, hey, this is what's happening. Wanted to make sure you are aware of it and would love for you to join if it's possible. Now, I also have women who are trying to figure out if they're moving. I have some of the ladies are really tight with money right now. So then my option, not option, but I'm letting them know that if that doesn't work for them, then I'll be happy to do a launch party. You know, we can plan their launch party around a date that may be close to when we're getting paid again. So for instance, if she joins between now and the 29th and we close, she signs up and she closes her launch party that before the 29th, end of the 29th, she'll get paid on that 10th. So she's not out that money very, very long. So just a little option for them all. So, okay, so everybody says they're on the call. I'm getting messages. I'm just making sure everybody's not having problems. Okay, any questions so far? And that's a lot of information. Let me take a little beverage. Are y'all in your pajamas? You can chat in the box. I can see some faces. I'm trying to hide you. I think that's Julie's face and Sarah's face. I saw Sarah's little girl earlier. Doing awesome, Dina. Yay. Okay. Let's talk about those questions you guys asked before we dig into anything else. Let me pull them back up. One was, I wanted to talk, I'm going to go kind of out of order. Okay, so Ambrosia, I hope she's on. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Please correct me if I'm not.
No, you're fine, Dana.
Okay, good. You can hear me. Okay. So she had a couple, but I'm going to go with the first one because I literally just had this happen today. And it was, hold on. I'm going to shut my door because my dog's barking. By the way, don't you all just love this? It's super cute. Okay. Sorry, I grabbed it off my door. All right. So the question was, having cards be denied for insufficient funds. How do you approach this? Feel awkward and nervous to tell someone you've received this message and haven't had it happen before and know how embarrassing it can be. So I'll just be honest with you. I had it happen with 2 ladies today on the same party, and both came back insufficient funds. Now, there are times where it may say there's a fraud alert or some other kind of error. Usually I've had other errors, but this was the first time I've had insufficient funds. So what I did was I first, because I'd met one of the girls, the other one was an outside order that she'd placed online. So I looked up their emails and I reached out to them via email. In the email, and I can even just tell you exactly what I said because I know it's kind of a sticky situation. Okay, so for instance, I put, hey, Jessica, thanks. What I did was I reached out via email. Neither one responded, so I thought I'm just going to look them up on Facebook because we created a Facebook event. My friend requested them, and they both accepted my friend request. So I took the email and I copied it and put it into a Facebook message because I thought if they're on Facebook and they're accepting my friend request, they'll respond quicker than an email. So I said to Jessica, I said, thanks for accepting my friend request. Smile. She was related to she knows a friend, my cousin. So this is a small world. And I said, I sent you an email about your order, but thought this might be faster. We're getting ready to close out Kimberly's party, and we just tried to submit your payment as it is not submitted or charged to your card until the party closes. I always let the ladies who are at the party know this. However, those who are ordering directly online, they tend to think that they're ordered and charged right away, and that's not the case. That card is not actually charged until the party closes. So I said the card is being declined for the $44 charge. Did you have another form of payment you would like to use? Or it might just be a fraud alert that the bank set on the card, as that has happened before as well. Let me know what you would like to do. I never just try to come out and say, hey, you have no money in your bank account, you need to put some money in. I just try to make it a kind of a friendly thing, like, hey, it's declined. Because sometimes those banks, even though it says insufficient, there are so many fraud alerts, and I've had fraud happen with my bank account so many times before. So I'm always very eerie of how I do word it. So I just let them know, ask them if there's another form of payment, and just let me know. And she simply replied, and she said, there should be money on the card. The only other way I could pay would be cash. So I said, okay, let me try it again. In the meantime, I did this with this other lady. The other lady said, I called my bank, everything's fine. Now, maybe she transferred money into the account, so I went ahead and went and submitted the party again. The lady that said she'd called her bank, her payment went through that time. However, this girl, Jessica, did not. So then I had to message her again, and I just said, hey, I just tried it again. It's still not working. I had not asked for her 3-digit code because we don't need it. However, I have Square on my phone. And so I said, if you give me your 3-digit code, I'll just try to run it that way. And I was going to eat the fee. However, she decided she should check her bank, and she realized she was a few bucks short in her account. She's a college student, totally understandable. And so she just was very honest with me. She's like, I added a few more dollars to the account. It should go through now. And I submitted it again, and it was totally fine. So there are those options. Now, there's been times where there's people who, number one, are really embarrassed, but I really try to not make them embarrassed. I just let them know, hey, the card's not working. Do you want to try another form of payment? There's been a couple of times where they've just said, I can't afford it. My bank card was stolen. They may make up an excuse, and that's fine. However, that may affect your hostess's total. So hopefully that helps answer that question. Okay, let's go to another question. Okay, so another question we had was how to work with a difficult, I'm just going to work my way up, how to work with a difficult hostess. One that I just had asked me repeatedly to put off closing her party, changed her hostess order at least 5 times, pushed back against all of my suggestions and more. I don't want to sound like I'm making anything her fault. I was very grateful to have her as a hostess. However, it was a bit draining, and at times I had to really take a deep breath when figuring out how to work well together. I'll say this happens more often than not. You can do as much hostess coaching as you want, and sometimes there's just those hostesses that just want to do things their own way. The hostess I closed today, I actually closed 2 parties. One was a party from the very first week of February. We were supposed to close the next week, and she kept wanting more orders. I'm pretty sure they were waiting on paydays. So I prefer the difficult hostesses more in the beginning of the month than the end of the month. However, there are times when there are difficult hostesses and you kind of just have to put your foot down. For instance, I went through a difficult hostess last month, and it was 10 o'clock before the hostess, and her party had been open for 2 weeks, and it was 10 o'clock on the very last night of the month, and she was not getting back to me, and I was not feeling well. So I just really had enough, and I just finally decided to get stern with her. And I sent her a Facebook message and told her that if she did not have me her list of items that she wanted by 10 o'clock, I was going to submit the party without them, and I was going to pick out things for her myself. So I said it in a nice way, but believe it or not, because I got stern with her and I told her how it was, and I decided I'm a businesswoman, it's my business I'm running, and I don't feel good. I've had the flu and I'm going to bed. Within 5 minutes, I had her list and we had closed her out. So sometimes you just have to give it to them. Now, there's times where those hostesses will just be difficult. And sometimes I find that it's better not to respond to them right away. So they may ask you to hold off on their party, or they may change their mind on their hostess order, or 1,000 different things. I just kind of make sure that they know the longer they wait, the longer their guests wait. And I also make sure, even if I couldn't get the hostess to really work out for me, I always make sure those customers know we waited on the hostess. It was not me. It was not 31, our home office, and that's not the reason they're not getting the products. So for instance, the party I closed today that was on the 4th of February, I mean, it's 2 weeks later almost. I immediately went into that Facebook event and I immediately thanked them, let them know the party had been submitted, let them know I would let them know when it was shipping, and invited them to my Facebook group, my customer Facebook group. I just wanted to make sure these women knew that it was not being held up because of me. It was being held up because of the hostess, and I tagged the hostess, thanking her again, but I just let her know. So not sure that really helps, but just being stern, but in a nice way. And sometimes if the hostess is really giving you a frazzle and just you're really frustrated, just, you know what? There's no bag emergency, there's no purse emergency, and walk away for just a little bit and take 2 hours and respond later. I tend to I turn my phone off. My phone, I can see messages, but if I get a text or a phone call after 9 o'clock, it's silent. I have it set to a setting. So if I do have a customer, which I sometimes do, or a hostess who will text me at midnight or 11 o'clock, I will not answer and I will not respond. And in fact, I had one last month on 11:30 on the 31st. A customer texted me wanting to place an order. She knew I had a website and I was not, I was in bed, so it didn't matter. And I didn't respond till the next morning, and she had wanted to order 4 things and she was mad at me. And our family and our lives come first. And so as much as I would have loved to have that extra $100 in sales, I'm not going to sacrifice my well-being of sleep for a text at 11:30 at night. So you kind of have to set your boundaries and you have to let them know. Most people will understand. And once you set those boundaries once, they're going to be understanding the next time. So I see a couple chats. I'll make sure. Okay, good. Sophia says hi. Hi. She likes watching herself. Okay, yes, get those parties in. Okay, what other questions do we have? I've signed up recently and reached out to so many people encouraging the host while it's tax season so their guests can say it's too expensive, too broke, etc., and not one taker. So in my spare time, I keep making pillows and posting them. People really like them. They're just very costly and limited on color selection. Yes, however, I will be very honest with you. I have only sold a pillow to myself. I'm being very, here I am, girls. I've only sold a pillow to myself. I have done a big event and 2 parties, and I have sold a ton of these bags, which is why I'm giving one of them away tonight. Everybody wants one of these. Everyone. So and everybody wants Preppy Pop. The Preppy Pop is huge. They shared that on our call today. I am not focusing on this. I mean, I'm focusing on the pillows, but that's more at my home parties. But I had the pillows set out at my event this last week, and I didn't have any takers, but I had a lot of takers on everything else, from the Tons of Funds and the royal blue to the New Day tote. Trying to think what else I had there. The Around Town tote, the New Day tote, when the Preppy Pop, everybody was wanting. Everyone who walked by my table must have touched that. So I'm just trying to focus on the other things that are within. And hopefully, who asked that? Amanda, hopefully you're on, and I will answer a little bit more of that here in just a little bit with some of the ideas that I have, because I do have some ideas for you girls. Okay, Christy said, anybody done the tear off sheets? Anybody on the call done those? I have not. I've shared the idea, but I have not. Anyone? I think it's a great idea. It's something worth trying. I say try anything. And I say, if it doesn't work, oh well, what have you lost? A couple dollars in paper. That's it, right? So that's kind of the way I look at that option. Okay, Amber asked, I've been losing business even though I've been reaching out to my customers and giving out the mini catalogs. So then I asked, when you say losing business, tell me what you mean. And she said they're not buying the products, period. They ask about the specials, I give them suggestions, and I even follow up with them. Sometimes it's just the timing, Amber. Sometimes these women have gotten so used to us doing flash sales and outlet sales that they're not willing to spend with us, which is why I shared the other day how I did my Galentine party and how I set out all my products in the very back and had them go pick one up and keep it in their hands. And that's how I got 3 home parties. I did not get a lot of sales that day, but they knew what was coming out in the spring and they were very intrigued by that all. So sometimes it's just timing. It's definitely about being consistent. Don't give up. Even though they're saying that, don't give up. I know somebody else had asked, I was thinking about this earlier. I don't know where the question went to. It was Amanda saying she's reached out to so many people. My first question to you too, Amanda, would be how many people are we talking? Because if we're talking 10, 10's not enough. Just being honest. We've got to reach out to a ton of people, and we've got to be consistent all the time. Cool. Christy's got 3 ready to go. Try it, Christy, and let us know how it goes. You can be our little test for us. So, okay, so those are the questions. Now I'm going to share some ideas with you. I always share ideas of just kind of things that may be working for me or working for others. And, you know, you guys are talking to me about how you're passing out mini catalogs, and I've shared before on a couple of these calls how I'm mailing them, but I just wanted to kind of share with you an extra idea I'm doing for the ones that I'm sending out this week. So every party from last year that I have is in a fold and file right here at the side of my desk. So for instance, here's Lindsay Nairn. There's her party date from 1/28/15. I've written some notes on the inside of this, but then all of the order forms and any notes from her party. Every party gets one of these folders, okay? So this year, this is last year, okay? This is my first party from last year, or one of my first. I'm writing on here, tomorrow I'm mailing all these customers and the hostess mini catalogs, okay? So I'm making a note. So then I'm gonna write in my binder for next Wednesday that I need to follow up with these people, because I'm also writing a note that I'm going to follow up with them. Now this could just be for a customer. If you don't have a party, you don't have to do that. And this is obviously, I know, something more for a more seasoned consultant, but we'll talk about some other ideas here in a minute. I've shared this before, but I thought I would share it again. So here is how, I'm gonna block her address, I'm mailing them, okay? So I've addressed her, it really should look like this. That's not a very good idea, but I wanted to see the seals. So there's a seal there. There's a seal here and a seal here, okay? So here it is again. The address label I put up here, okay? So I've got it stamped, I've got it everything. I use these little mailing seals that you can get at Office Depot or Office Max. I don't know, there's 480 in a packet. You could use tape if you didn't have it. But I wanted to let you know what is inside. So this is sealed, this one's ready to go. when they open it up, the very first thing they're going to see is this little flyer, and I'm going to post this on our group after we get off the call. And they come 3 to a sheet like this, and somebody else made them, and I thought they were super cute. To save paper and to save having to write another note, I literally just folded it up like this, okay? So it has the hostess special for next month, because I'm going to start working on next month, because these are people who partied with me last January. I think they might be interested in the purse special that's available next month. And I think this special is already booking me parties because everybody wants this bundle. So when I unfold it, I've written them a note inside, and I've stuck my face and my business card inside. Okay, so all my note says is, hey there, it's been a while. I wanted to share a sneak peek of our new catalog. I'll be in touch next week to see what you think. And I put a smiley face, and then I put your 31 consultant, Dana. Pretty simple. I'm letting them know that I'm going to contact them, right? And I'm letting them know that I thought they would like a sneak peek. If it's somebody that I know that would love the pillows, for instance, my friend Lindsay that was the hostess, I'm going to make it more personal on the back of it. But that's pretty much it. That's it, besides the catalog. And then I'm mailing them. So I'm making it a goal to hand out at least 15 of these a week, whether it be when I'm out and about or through the mail. The thing is being consistent about it. Do I expect a huge return from it? No, but I'm not going to know unless I put it in their hands. So making sure I make a commitment to get these out in people's hands. It does not cost any more than 1 stamp to mail these. That's it. And then letting them know I'm going to follow up. So they're already prepared. So the awkwardness is out of the way. They know I'm going to reach out to them. Now, some of them I may reach out to via text. Some of them may be via phone. Some of them may be via Facebook. It depends. At my parties last year, I was very intentional asking them how they wanted to communicate with me. So I made a note on all of the order forms. So I do that everywhere. So at my event last week, the ladies who stopped and said they placed an order or they wanted a catalog, I asked them, what way do you want me to communicate with you? Do you prefer text, or would you rather it be via email or phone? So the ladies just tell me, and I'm like, okay, perfect. That's how I'm going to communicate with you then. So it's just easy asking for it up front. So these I'm going to share with you, but this is something about being consistent. If you're not comfortable doing 10, do 3 a day. 3 a day is going to be more than 10, 15, whatever you want to do. Do 5 a week. Mail out 5 a week. Just do something. Home office is very intentional with what they're wanting us to do. Yeah, thanks, Amanda. Yeah, I think the minis can be fabulous. The minis are super cute. And that Preppy Pop is on the front. I'm telling you, Preppy Pop is so amazing. I'm just going to give you girls a secret. See this? This is that tall organizing tote. So Lou Fratero, one of our VPs at home office, said to us today on the call, please don't get freaked out because I'm saying this, but that we have been selling the heck out of Preppy Pop. The heck out of this tote in Preppy Pop, because it's on that customer special flyer and it's big. And because of that, he kind of put a little hint that he's worried we may not have enough through the end of the month. Now, number one, don't freak out. It's brand new catalog, so we'll get more, so don't freak out. But they encouraged us to sell other prints, and the other prints are super cute. So like the black and white poppy is right over there. Super cute. So Preppy Pop is what's eye-catching, and that's why I love that it's on the mini catalog. Okay, as far as being consistent, again, 3 contacts a day, making those 3 contacts a day. And it's going to take time. It's not something where you say, okay, for a week I've made 3 contacts a day and I have no bookings and I have no sales. This is something that happens over time. There's so many times consultants join our team or join any direct sales business for that fact. And they think that because they're on social media, they're on Facebook, they've formed a customer group, they've shared their new kit, they've reached out to 10 of their friends and nobody said yes, that their business is over. And that's not the case. We just have to be consistent with who we're reaching out to, and we have to think outside the box sometimes. And so I don't want you to be discouraged because there's lots of hope and lots of opportunity out there. It's just something we have to do. So if you have not hosted your own spring launch party. Who's hosted a spring launch party? Tell me in the chat box. I see Chelsea's hand going up. Kayla has good girl. Host a party. And if you don't want to host a party, you do not need the spring products to host a party, girls. Stephanie is proof of that. She did that. She did it without, she had the add-on kit. That's it. She got 2 bookings because she didn't even have the customer special in her hand. And she submitted an $800 party. I'm telling you, waiting on a few more orders. Hosted a party last month with a preview of spring. Good girl, Mindy. Jessica did on Saturday. Amanda has one this Saturday. Good girls. Can't wait to hear how it is. Take pictures, share. I want to see. We want to see. So I did a customer appreciation event. So if you have old products, I'm going to encourage you, even if you can't host one live, why not set up all those products along a wall and take a picture, okay? Then offer the first 3 people who comment, well, maybe just say, if you, let's think about this. Take a picture of the products, excess products that you have that you don't want. Maybe they're products in an older print and you would rather get a new print or something like that. So take the picture of the products, right? Post it to your customer group and say, what item in this picture would you like to have? Okay? Just post that. Then see who comments. Maybe the first 3 or 5 people that comment, reach out to them personally in a message and say, girl, I am working on filling up my calendar this spring. And I know how much you would love to have that product. So just for doing me a favor, I would love to gift you that product, give it to you for free in addition to all the other free stuff you'll earn if you will just open up your home, or let's go to the Mexican restaurant down the street and invite at least 10 to 15 of your friends. See what they say. Never ever know until you try, right? So try something like that. Try something like that. Another thing I'm going to show you, and I'm going to try to do a screen share. We're about 5 minutes away. Let's see. Let me share my screen. Hold on here. Girls. All right, so I'm going to share a couple of booking ideas. Maybe, if it opens. Here's one booking idea, and I'm going to share this after we get off the call on the group. How cute is this? Just the 2 of us, a girls' night off, friends plus fun equal laughs and memories, better together, party with me. Wanted fun and fabulous ladies who want to be spoiled as my hostess in March. Will you accept my request for a date with you? So this is something that another leader did. She was texting it out to friends, customers, hostesses, and then she also sent that to some people via Facebook message, private Facebook message. So this is a picture I'll download to our group after we get off the call. You guys can save it to your phone, save it to your desktop, and then start sending out those messages. If they do not respond right away, something that you can do is let them, give them a day or 2 and then say, hey, I know life is busy. Just wanted to make sure you received my text or received my message. Let me know what you think. So just give them some air, let them breathe. But this is a super cute way. Another thing that somebody shared in one of the groups that I'm a part of, and this was an idea that actually our National Executive Director, Kim Washington, shared with a girl. This is something she did, and she sent to, her name is Kelly, so you would have to white out the Kelly part, or you could create your own little graphic. I will share this too. But Kelly actually sent this out to everybody's that came to her table at an event. So she offered them a free girls' night out. She offered them a free little carry-all caddy for them. A chocolate treat, plates, and napkins, okay? So you could get chocolate candy at the Dollar Tree for all that matters. Or if they wanted to do the Winos Party Pack, she brought a free Perfect bottle thermal for them as the hostess. We no longer have those, so you would have to think of something else. Maybe just offer them a free bottle of wine in plastic cups and maybe a cute wine charm. A lot of that stuff you can get at the Dollar Tree. If you want really cheap wine that's actually fairly good for less than $5 a bottle, go to Aldi's. They have really cheap wine. So, and it's good. It's not gross. So that would be an option, but just gifting them this, maybe do some type of contest in your Facebook customer group and then everybody's a winner and you message them all this. So I say, what's the big deal about messaging them privately, not in a group message? Because you never know who's going to say yes. You just never, ever know. And I would rather ask and know if they're going to not respond to me or they're going to respond to me versus not ask at all. And then they go party with somebody else. So just some food for thought. So those are a couple other booking ideas besides holding your own spring launch party. Another thing, if you can find any events locally this spring, it's the perfect time to get some newbies. We can't rely on our friends and family. We have to look for other opportunities to get out there and meet other people. I did a hospital auxiliary fundraiser a couple of weeks ago, and I know a lot of the hospitals in this area do fundraisers. Now, I did donate my commission. However, I received hostess rewards, so I was able to get myself some new products for free because of my sales. In fact, I also received contacts because of that, because people were ordering from me. And then, like I said, I asked for their information if they wanted catalogs. So for me, it was new contacts that way. I also had a couple ladies say, I think I'm going to contact you. I want to host a party. So lots of opportunity, even though if you do a fundraiser. So hospital auxiliary fundraiser, think about dance classes, gymnastics, church groups, anybody, adoptions, who do you, like pet shelters, they're all looking for ways to raise money. I know for me, I have to still follow up with the ladies who filled out my catalog survey asking for a catalog, because I think I had 5 or 6 ladies interested in fundraisers, and I had no idea until I asked that question. So that could be something too, where you just ask on your customer group. So the way I do this though too is I think of it as a marketing expense for me. So it's a way for me to market my products, market my business, and then I can get new leads from fundraisers and just make sure that they know I want to be their 31 girl and I want anybody else to be it, and work that way with it. Like I said, events, I know a lot of dance and gymnastic events are going on. I'm in fact doing a gymnastics event next weekend. It's a 2-day event. It costs like $25 or $50 for 2 full days or 3 full days. So ask on your Facebook personal page. You could totally do this. You could ask 2 questions. You could ask, who do you know that is looking to raise money for a special cause? See what people say. Or you could ask, I am looking for some spring events. What do you know that's happening in the area this spring and summer? Just ask. I did that all the time when I first started with 31, and I always had somebody commenting or tagging somebody else and saying, hey, she's interested in this. So just a couple of other options for you all. Questions about any of that? Stop my sharing. Okay, let's see what you guys have been saying. Church quilters love 31. Yes, they do. Mindy says she's asked that before. Good girl. I'm trying to do my spring launch party with a different hostess since I just did my business launch party in January. No luck so far. I guess my first home party will be the spring. Yeah, just keep doing it. And honestly, yes, sorry, I got sidetracked. Honestly, Christy, just try it. My party, just try it. Sometimes I have really good luck, sometimes I don't, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to stop trying it. Just continue to try it and see what happens. You know, all it takes, girls, is one amazing hostess to get your business started. That's all it takes. You don't need 10 good hostesses. You need one good hostess who is well connected within your community, who can connect you with other people in her circle, who can then connect you with those people in that circle. That's all that you need to start your business. Sometimes I think we get ourselves overwhelmed and go, oh my gosh, I don't have 4 or 5 parties on my calendar, and oh, I need 4 or 5 parties. You need one good hostess. That's it. That's all that you need. And from that, and I'll be honest with you, all the girls I've talked to so far only went online and catalog parties. It is frustrating, and that's just the world that we live in because of the social media world, Christy. But I will be honest with you, Becky is her name. She has been a catalog hostess of mine for 3 years. And she was the very first person to RSVP to my customer appreciation event this past Saturday. And she brought her mom, who I've never met, but she's ordered from me too. They came, they found 2 products. One of them was the jewel purse that I had that discontinued on the back table. Her mom wanted it so bad, and as I was sharing at the party just about the different ways to have a party and that I don't want to make it complicated for them, and I shared my ideas of where to have a party besides their house, and they were the first ones to walk over to that table and pick up a date and book a home party with me. And now we're doing it at a Mexican restaurant. So I say don't get discouraged because it took them 3 years and all they've done is catalog parties. So someday those catalog and online parties, if you treat them well, will turn into home parties. I promise you. So just keep with it. Keep with it. Yes, Mindy, they carry wine and it's fabulous. Ollie wine, the Moscato is my fave. I like their Pinot Grigio. I think it's like $4.89 a bottle. My husband likes it too, so that's a good deal. Use this for your vendor events. Yes, hopefully you guys are getting some ideas. Okay, we're almost finished here, I promise. I'm trying to think what else I've missed. Fundraisers, events, I've kind of just thrown a whole bunch of stuff at you. I just want you guys to not give up because that's the thing. You can't give up in this business because there's opportunity right around the corner for you. We have an amazing special this month. We have an amazing special next month. There's more to come this spring and summer, and I promise you that if you stick with it, hang in there with me, hang in there with your leader. I promise you the best is yet to come. I promise you that. There's lots and lots of opportunity with 31. So one final thing I want to talk about really quickly, and I don't want to get into it a lot, but I'm going to challenge you all as I'm writing all your names down as I can see you. We all love Facebook. We're all on Facebook, most of us, right? There are other social media platforms that are out there that could provide you new contacts. Now, I'm going to stop and say it's not going to happen right away. Don't think going to get on Instagram and all of a sudden you're going to have all these customers coming your way. Because truly, no matter what form of social media that you're on, it's all about relationships. It's all about building that one-on-one connection with people. And I've been working for a while on different platforms besides Facebook to try and build my community. I've been working on Instagram. I kind of fell off the track the last couple of weeks, but I have been keeping, I have not updated it for 3 months now. I've been working on my Facebook business person page, my Instagram account. I've really not worked on Pinterest. I need to. My Twitter account and my Periscope account. Okay. And there's more that are coming. I do not think that you all need that. However, I think that if you are ready and you want to try something new with the help of myself coaching you, I encourage you to try another platform and just start an account. Now, don't go start them all, right? Don't do that. But there are other options for you to get new contacts, okay? So I can tell you, for instance, I just started doing Twitter again. And I'm really learning how to interact, and I can totally coach you all on all of this. Twitter is kind of connected now with Periscope, which is live video. You are going to start seeing me share my Periscope on our team Facebook group because I think it's a great platform for me to train you guys live and you guys can connect and chat with me. And as you're connecting and you have those Periscope accounts, guess what? People can see you get on and they may start following you. So even though they may be connected to me or somebody that I know, they may connect with you and want to follow you. So I'm going to encourage you to pick one. Pick one. Okay, let's do this first. Anybody on Instagram right now? Just do a 1 in chat if you're on Instagram. Anybody have an Instagram account? Maybe you need a different platform. Okay, so Kim's got one. Have it. Haven't done much. Christy's got one. Julianne. Okay. Now, here's the question. How many of you post a lot of personal pictures on your Instagram? Honestly, never use it. Yep. Because people typically, I didn't until I started working with a coach, had no idea what to use my Instagram for. Right? Very little. Okay. So how many of you have a Twitter? Right? A T for Twitter. Oh, Michaela, sorry. Michaela did one. You've listened to me well. Who has a Twitter account? Used to, okay? Nobody else has a Twitter besides Michaela? Used to. Hillary used to. Hi, Hillary. Okay, who has a Pinterest account? Write a P. P. I think most of us have oh, everybody's got a Pinterest. Maybe Pinterest is what we need to start with, and I haven't done this in a while. Raise the hand. Yes. Who raised our hand? I don't know who it was. I can't see. I don't know how to unraise a hand. Oh, here. I can unmute you. Who has their hand raised?
Julie Hawkins.
Hi, Julie. Do you have a Pinterest?
Yes.
Okay. All right, I'm going to leave you unmuted. I like talking to people. Here, I'm going to mute everybody in case anybody wants to. You may have background noise, so you may have to mute yourself if you got background noise. Okay, last thing. Who has a Periscope account? We'll do a 1 again if you got a Periscope account. A couple of you do. Good girl. Good girls. That sounds really crazy. Way to go, girls. Way to go, ladies, I should say. Okay, so here's the deal. What I did when I started working with my coach is I created an Instagram account first. I already had one, but I started making it more towards, not necessarily towards my 31 business. The point of an Instagram account is my point of my Instagram account is to provide motivation and inspiration. Excuse me. I'm going to try.
There what?
Oh, maybe. Let me mute y'all again.
Hold on.
Okay, so with my Instagram account, I'm going to try. Okay, there we go. I'm going to try and bring my Instagram followers over to my Facebook business person page. Okay, so some of you don't have business person pages, so I'm not sure that Instagram might be the right platform for you. With a Twitter account, your Twitter is tied with your Periscope, and anything you post on your Facebook page, you could actually post on your Twitter, and they can be duplicates because most people, Twitter's so fast that it's crazy and it's different. So, and then Pinterest is a whole other subject. If you had to vote, let's just vote right now. Who wants, okay, let's think about this. ITP. Okay, if you want to do Instagram first, write a 1. If you want to do Twitter first, write a 2. If you want to do Pinterest first, write a 3, or Periscope, write a 4. If you were going to choose one, what would you choose? I can't see. So we have Twitter. We have a couple. Pinterest. Wait, 1, 2, 3. No, we have a lot of Pinterest, right? Ooh. All right. I'm studying. 1, 1, 1. Some of you did Instagram. We have a lot of Pinterest interest. Instagram and Pinterest, okay. Everybody's just scared of Twitter. Some of you are okay with any would be great. Okay, Periscope. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Since there's some interest, you're scared of Twitter. I was too, Kim. Oh my Lord, I was scared. I'm now now that I'm starting to get it, I've gained I don't know, I'm not that high up yet. I add my followers, but when I first started Twitter, I had 63 followers. I'm almost to 100 now. And some of the big Periscopers are following me, so that's kind of exciting to me. And I had it's a whole other thing. I don't think we want to complicate people with Twitter yet. You're never too old for Twitter, Dottie. You're in direct sales, girl. There's so many options for other people. The thing is building that relationship and that connection, and I'm learning so much more about Twitter, and that's how you can find new people, but you can also find new people other places. So maybe we'll start with, I haven't done my Pinterest for a while. We'll flip-flop between Pinterest and Instagram. This is the 16th. So in the next couple of weeks, we're going to start focusing on those things. I'm not going to focus on them tonight, but you guys can be prepared for that as we move into the month of March. The thing is if you know about millennials, okay, if you know about the millennials, that's a huge portion of people, huge portion of I don't even know the portion. Millennials are where it's at with direct sales. Like we could grow our businesses huge with millennials, but we have to learn how to communicate with millennials, and they're all over social media. So I'm going to encourage you all, if you don't have a Periscope account, to go ahead and create one. You don't have to do anything with it, but create one, because if I'm doing Periscopes live, you guys can be on there with me, okay? So just your Periscope name, all it has to be is your name. It doesn't have to be anything else. The only reason mine is called Sparkle with Dana is because everything I do is Sparkle with Dana, okay? But it still has my name tied to it. I'm not going to do like Buy My Bags, because nobody's going to know who Buy My Bags is. Does that make sense? Okay. So I'm going to encourage you tonight to do sign up for Periscope. And then if you have an Instagram account, great. If you don't have one, maybe go ahead and create one. Okay. Your name should be tied with any social media account. And then obviously you all have Pinterest. So we'll start working on Pinterest, but I've got to fix my boards before I can get everybody else. So, okay, I'm going to start writing everybody's names down for the drawing. Any questions? Here, I'll unmute. Maybe. Uh-oh. Okay, you're all unmuted, so if anybody has a question, you can even ask me via voice. I think Samsung is Julie, right? So this is the kind of stuff I share. I share SendShare sometimes. I shared that SendShare training you guys can watch. New platforms on social media, I think, can even get you guys excited. Just remember, it doesn't happen overnight, but it can bring new opportunities. Facebook is just going to be the same people over and over again, because you have to be a friend, right? Unless you've got some kind of page, and most of the time the pages aren't even being seen by people. I can see how many people are looking at my page, my business person page, and I'm lucky sometimes to get maybe 50 people that are looking at it, just because of the way that the back side of Facebook is done. And so that's why I think there's other ways. Pinterest is supposedly a huge place to draw business. I just haven't done it yet. And the Recruit Zoom, great question, is on Monday night, 9 p.m. And I'll be posting on that Facebook event all the way up to it. So, Kim, Patty, I see some little ones.
Yeah, sorry.
You're fine. I love little ones. I'm going to see my niece and nephew tomorrow, so it's all good.
Oh, fun.
Amanda iPhone. Amanda, which Amanda is this? There's several Amandas, so I just want to make sure.
Hey,
Hi.
you're not Amanda. You're Kinsey.
And then I have Kim Palmer, and then is it Kim Mackey? Kim, who else? What's the other Kim?
Kim Mackey.
Mackey.
Yeah.
I said it wrong. Mackey. I'm tired. Hi, Kim.
Hey.
I'm writing your names, I promise. There's a lot of you. Beth.
Don't touch, mommies. This touch screen, don't touch it.
Kim, oh, thank you, Kim. I figured that was you, but Kim here too. Hold on. I don't think I wrote you down. I wonder where you're at. Okay, Amanda. Sorry, I thought that was you, Amanda.
I know. Oh my God. Sorry.
Y'all ready? Y'all are dying to know who's gonna win this toad, right? All right. Throwing y'all in. Good luck. There's like, I don't know, 12 of you or something. Seems like more. Okay. Unlucky person, so suspenseful. I'm not going to look, and I'm going to put this in the mail before I leave town tomorrow. I'm going to grab this one. Here it is. I don't know who it is.
2 fingers. Close your fingers.
Ah! Look at it. It's Mindy. Mindy said it's so suspenseful. So congratulations, Mindy. You get a new tote. I'll be giving away things. I don't know all the time, but what I'll be giving away, but I do like to give away new products and help you guys in the spring. So if you don't have any questions, congratulations. Yes, the name of the app to download. For this, Kim, it's Zoom, Z-O-O-M is for this. Periscope, Periscope is what you're asking. So it's P-E-R-I-S-C-O-P-E. And if you, lots of great chats. A lot of them are recorded. I can even show you once we get into Periscope how to watch them, because a lot of them, they're saved on another website. But that's a lot of nitty gritty right now. If you want to find out, I follow a lot of direct sales people. If you want to see who I follow, you guys can start following them. You'll get alerts. So just a warning, like there's a little chirping bird that chirps and tells you like, hey, so-and-so is on Periscope. So Cindy does do Periscopes. A lot of it, any of these, a lot of them do it, but I also follow other direct sales people that are not necessarily in 31, because sometimes I follow some Cincy gals, I follow some Origami gals, because sometimes I can get ideas from them that maybe we just haven't thought of in 31, and so I do like to do that. And then I follow a lot of the social media gurus. Brian Fanzo is one of them. I'm trying to think who else. Kim Garst, huge on social media. I can't think of her name. Tag Team is awesome. Yeah, Tag Team's on there. And there's another one. Subi Zimmerman. She's an Instagram expert. So if you want to go ahead and start dipping into other social media and you want to learn from them, so like Kim Garst and Subi Zimmerman are really big experts on all social media, but especially Instagram. And then I'll tell you that Kim Garst is amazing. Her background is direct sales, even though she's a social media person. Now they will try and tell you to go buy this stuff on their websites. You girls do not need to do that. You do not need to waste your money, but their tips that they just share on Periscope are truly valuable, and you can always ask questions as long as the Periscope isn't that full. So yeah. Thanks, girls. Well, I'm getting up super early tomorrow. Bella and I are heading to my parents. I'll be spending the night so I won't be online much tomorrow. But I hope you all have a good night. And this is being recorded so you can watch it again. Have a great evening, ladies. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.